Stephanie, how's Jack?
The doctors are still in there with him.
Any improvement?
I don't know. I just got here myself, but the nurse said that the doctor will be out in a little bit.
Come on, let's sit down.
Okay. Don't you think he's been in that CCU a long time?
Well, that doesn't have to be a bad sign.
I guess I'm just worried.
Anybody get in touch with Jack's son?
I called Felicia, but I guess Zach's on a trip someplace and she wasn't able to get hold of him.
All right. Well, I'll see what I can do.
I went to see Brooke.
You did?
Yeah, to invite her over for dinner.
Well, good for you.
We'll see.
Did you tell her about Jack?
No.
Well, he is Taylor's father. At some point, Brooke may want to visit.
Well, at that point, I'll tell her. I really don't think I'd want to be sitting here with Brooke at this moment. It just brings back so many memories, you know.
Stephanie, of course it does. You almost married Jack.
I know. I probably would have if it hadn't been for Sally.
But you and Jack parted on good terms, didn't you?
Yes. We never completely resolved everything.
You know what I remember so much about Jack is Taylor's funeral, how hard that was on him.
I guess that was the low point of his life.
Taylor meant so much to that man.
I was thinking when I was driving over that, you know, sometimes when you lose a child like that, and everything else that's happened to him, you know, maybe he won't have the will to survive.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're passing over the Mojave Desert, beginning our initial descent into Los Angeles. Captain Irvin has informed me that we'll be landing in approximately 25 minutes.
Back home. After all these months. God, how I wish you were under different circumstances. Hang on, Dad. Please don't die on me. I couldn't handle that. Not after everything else. Maybe when he sees me, it will help. How will he react? His daughter back from the grave. Oh, please, God. Don't take him. Let him live. Let him live at least until I can get there.
Come in. Gordon.
Oh,
Hey.
man. How you doing?
Great. How you doing? How are things at Decadent Records?
The usual, you know. Beating the bushes, scratching the landscape for new talent.
Anything exciting?
Oh, yeah, you know, I got a few things going on. Yeah. Nothing like you two, though. Something like that comes around maybe once, twice in a career.
Well, don't think that I don't miss it, Gordon.
I'm sure you do.
Well, you know, it's one of those things. We had our moment in the spotlight, and now it's a great memory.
You know, Thorne doesn't necessarily have to be.
What do you mean?
Well, I know Macy's singing career is over. That doesn't mean it has to be over for you.
Mr. and Mrs. Forrester?
Yes.
Dr. Herbert asked me to come out and get you.
Does he want us now?
Yes. Would you follow me, please?
In preparation for landing, we ask that all carry-ons be stowed in the overhead bins or beneath the seat in front of you. Also, at this time, all battery-operated devices, such as computers, games, radios, should be turned off and remain off for the rest of the flight. We'll be on the ground in approximately 10 minutes.
Well, I guess it's time.
I'm sorry, did you say something?
No, I was just talking to myself. Will you excuse me?
Certainly.
How is he?
We're still trying to stabilize him.
What's happening now?
Irregular heartbeat, scarring. He's not good.
Is he going to make it?
I can't answer that question.
Could you please fasten your seatbelt? Excuse me, sir. What happened to the lady that was sitting next to you?
I believe she's in the bathroom.
She's supposed to be seated. We're landing.
I'm right here. I had to change.
I see.
Excuse me.
You look different.
I am different.
What,
I'm going home.
to visit family?
Yes, family.
It's been a long time?
Very long time.
You must be very excited.
Actually, I'm terrified. My father's in the hospital. He had a heart attack.
I'm sorry. Is, someone meeting you at the airport?
No, as soon as we land, I'm getting a cab. I'm going directly to the hospital.
Is your family there with your father?
I don't know who's going to be at the hospital. I only know I'm going to be there.
What are you telling me?
A solo album.
A solo?
Look, there's a lot of interest out there. Your fans want to know what you're going to be doing now that Macy's not able to sing. Thorne, I know exactly what you're feeling. Macy was everybody's sweetheart. We all love her. But life goes on, man. You got to keep those wheels churning.
A solo album?
Look, what have you got to lose? Decadent's willing to front the whole project.
Well, that's very generous, Gordon, but Macy and I are getting married again. Now, how could I build a career in music knowing what it would do to her? Gordon, singing was everything to her. She's gonna watch me get up in the morning, go off to a studio every day? That would kill her, Gordon.
So talk to her about it.
No.
Why not?
Because she probably would tell me to go for it. She would not want to be responsible for holding me back, Gordon. Look, this is really not a good idea. I mean, I don't even want to mention it to her, so let's just drop it, okay?
We can't drop it, Thorne. Not now. It's too late.
Dr. Bruce, telephone, please. Dr. Bruce, telephone, please.
What about the surgery, Doctor? Did that solve his problems?
We performed a quadruple bypass that should have relieved the symptoms.
Were there any complications?
The surgery went well, though not without incident. He arrested once, but we brought him back quickly.
Well, is that why he's still in critical condition?
It's possible the heart muscle was compromised more than we thought.
Wouldn't you have seen that during surgery?
We didn't.
Well, why hasn't he regained consciousness?
Mrs. Forrester, a lot of factors go into the recovery of a heart attack victim. First and foremost, the speed of treatment just after the infarction. In Jack's case, I think we got to him relatively quickly after he collapsed. We rushed him into surgery once we thought he was stabilized, that is.
Well, why isn't he improving?
At this point, it's all up to this man here. He's got to want to survive. I understand he suffered the loss of his only daughter this past year.
Yes.
A daughter he was very close to.
Well, that in itself could keep him from, well, fighting as hard as he'll need to in order to survive.
Is there anything else that can be done?
You can say some prayers.
Macy, baby, how are you?
Real good, Gordon.
That's what your man here tells me.
So, they want him at the record company.
Oh, we want both you, Macy, but if we can't have that,
And you can't.
well then.
The answer is no, Gordon, and I don't want to discuss it anymore.
Thorne is right. We shouldn't discuss this.
There. You need any more than that?
I think you two should sit down and talk about this.
No, Gordon. We don't need to. I think the decision has already been made.
All right, but I can't wait too long before I give him your answer.
Well, you don't have to.
Well, I'm not gonna give up. I'll talk to you later. Macy, keep getting better. I'll let myself out.
That guy does not quit.
Well, I think he believes in his position.
Obviously.
And so do I.
What?
You need to be singing. I want you to continue your career without me.
Doctor, excuse me. Is there a patient here named Jack Hamilton?
Yes.
How is he?
Well, he's in very serious condition.
What room is he in?
I'm sorry, but he's not allowed to receive visitors. Unless you're family. Are you?
No, I'm just a friend.
Then you'll have to wait until we upgrade his condition. I'm sorry. Melinda, I want you to see to it that Mr. Hamilton in room 3, his orders are called.
Yes,
And
doctor.
very quickly, too, please. And I need blood gases every hour.
All right.
Also, the patient in unit 4.
Right away.
Dr. Steve. Sure.
Make sure you call.
He just always seems so healthy.
Maybe there's a history of heart disease in his family. I mean, we don't know.
He never said anything about that to me.
Well, that doesn't mean it couldn't be there.
I think this might be something altogether different. You know, he's such a sweet man. Maybe he's just dying of a broken heart. Think of everything he's been through these past couple of years. His son ran off there. His relationship with me didn't work out. His friendship with Sally's estranged. And the daughter that he loves more than anything in the world dies. How much can one human being take?
I'll tell you what. Why don't you and I make a visit to the chapel?
That might not be a bad idea.
I'll spend a few minutes. I'll take you.
All right.
Macy.
Thorne, he's right. Gordon is absolutely right.
No, he isn't.
How can you say that when I know that music is just as important to you as it is to me?
I have a career, Macy. I don't need to be singing.
You were never as happy here at Forrester as when you were on that stage.
That's because I was with you.
No. It's because you were performing. Thorne, you are a natural, and that's where you belong.
No,
You belong on stage, not here in this
I
office.
belong with you. Now, please.
Why are you saying this, Thorne, when you know that I'm right? You don't have to worry about me. You really don't.
Macy, I don't want to take any chances.
Take chances? What do you mean, take chances?
Us, with our relationship, I don't want to risk it, and I won't. Now, look, this means too much to me, Macy. Look at me. It means everything to me.
Thorne, this relationship means everything to me, too, but it's not that fragile. You don't have to treat it with kid gloves, Thorne. I am not going to fall apart if I hear you sing again. I won't. I swear I won't. This is your passion. Honey, this is your talent. You were blessed with it, and Thorne, you have got to use it. Do you think I could ever be happy knowing that you were denying your talent because of me? That wouldn't make me feel good, honey. That would make me feel so guilty. You can't give up singing for me. It would be wrong. It would be so wrong. And honey, I love you for wanting to make that sacrifice. But it's a sacrifice that you are not entitled to make. You have got to get back up on that stage. You have got to make that record for Gordon.
It's me, it's Taylor. Can you hear me? Daddy. Open your eyes. Look at me. It's your daughter, Taylor. Oh, God, Daddy, please open your eyes.